When I started with S-Log3, getting exposure right was one thing, but making it look cinematic, this was the hard part. And in this tutorial, I will show you a clean and simple workflow to turn flat S-Log3 footage into a natural and cinematic look every time. No LUTs, no complicated node trees. Let me show you how. Here are the project and timeline settings I'm working with. Now let's build the foundation. First, we convert S-Log3 to Rec 709 using two color space transforms. This clip was shot on my Sony A7S III, so the first CST converts S-Log3 into DaVinci Wide Gamut Intermediate. The second CST converts DaVinci Wide Gamut into Rec 709 Gamma 2.2. Together, these two nodes create a clean technical foundation and offer us maximum flexibility before we touch exposure or color. In this tutorial, we will keep it very basic, so let's create 3 new nodes. The first one is exposure, the second is linear balance, and the third one is contrast. Let's open up the waveforms on the bottom right so we can clearly see what we are working with. The first thing we notice is that this clip is too bright. I always adjust exposure using the HDR exposure slider. In this case, since I was clearly overexposed, I will lower it by about half of a stop. So we drag the slider to -0.5. For fine adjustments, I now use the shadows and highlight sliders in the primaries tab. In general, I always keep the waveform somewhere between 10 and 90%. That way, I avoid crushing shadows or clipping highlights. If the shot had been exposed perfectly in camera, I would only fine-tune the shadows and highlights here. That's why it is always important to get everything right while you're shooting. It makes the color grading process much easier and faster. Here's a before and after, and that's it for exposure. Now we move on to the second node. Here we deal with our white balance. Right-click and change the gamma to linear and set the lumix to 0. This setting preserves all our details and creates a more pleasing and natural white balance adjustment. To set the right white balance, you can use the white balance picker and click on a neutral area or the widest part of your clip. DaVinci will usually do a solid job correcting it. But here is how I normally approach it. I make use of the gain wheel. So let's first reset the automatic adjustments. And if I now drag the gain wheel toward blue, the image becomes cooler. If I move it toward orange, it becomes warmer. In this case, I will go for a slightly warmer look. Subtle adjustments make all the difference. Don't overdo it, always stay natural. You can always manually adjust the red, green and blue channels if you prefer more precision. Here's the before and after. Especially in the skin tones and in the background, you can see that the blue cast is gone and the image feels warmer and more balanced. Now we move to the contrast node to give the image its final shape. You could simply increase contrast with the slider, but instead we move to the curves tab. Here you create 3 points. One for the shadows, midtones and highlights. And now we build a gentle S-curve. This gives you more control and usually looks more refined. The last thing that's left to change here is to set the right pivot value for the DaVinci Wide Gamut working space. So we change it to 0.336. If you prefer a softer look, you can always reduce contrast slightly or pull back some of the mid and details. Now go back through all your nodes, make small adjustments and fine-tune the image until it feels right. If you prefer a slightly richer image, you can also go back to the exposure node and increase saturation a little bit in the HDR Global tab. And that's it. With just 3 primary nodes plus the 2 CST nodes, you can achieve a clean and professional result, no matter which clip you're working with. No LUT packs, no complex, no trees. The key is to focus on the fundamentals and keep everything natural and realistic. If you want to go further, like skin tone isolation, advanced masking, or highlighting specific areas in terms of color or exposure, that's what we will cover in a more advanced follow-up video. So if you found this helpful, please leave a like, a comment and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.